The invisible key to memory after 60. My dear patients, today I want to talk to you about something fundamental: how to keep your mind sharp and protect your memory after the age of 60. This invisible key that I'm about to share can make all the difference in your quality of life and in preserving your independence. As your doctor, I have an important message. There isn't a single key, but rather a set of keys that work together to protect your brain. And the best news is that many of these keys are in your own hands. What's really happening to our memory? First, let's clear up a common confusion. Occasionally forgetting where you put your keys is normal. Forgetting what keys are for is not. Natural aging brings slight changes in thinking speed, but dementia is not an inevitable consequence of getting older. Today, over 6.7 million Americans aged 65 and older are living with dementia. But here is the most crucial fact. Scientific studies prove that up to 45% of dementia cases can be prevented or delayed through changes that are within our reach. Alzheimer's disease accounts for 80% of cases in the US, followed by vascular dementia, which is highly preventable with proper control of cardiovascular factors. There are also Lewy body dementia and frontotemporal dementia, each with its own specific characteristics. The signs we must not ignore. Seek medical help immediately if you or a loved one shows frequent memory loss of recent events that interferes with daily activities, difficulty with routine tasks like preparing meals or paying bills, disorientation in familiar places, sudden changes in personality or behavior, trouble finding words or naming familiar objects. Remember, early diagnosis can completely change the course of the disease. We now have new blood tests, like the p-tau217 test, which can detect changes in the brain up to 16 years before symptoms appear. The first key: movement is life for the brain. Regular physical activity is perhaps our most powerful tool. Studies with over 340,000 participants show that aerobic and resistance exercises significantly improve cognitive function, especially episodic memory and executive functions. My prescription for you: 150 minutes of moderate physical activity per week. This could be walking, swimming, dancing, or even Tai Chi, which has been shown to reduce the risk of cognitive decline by 37%. The important thing is to start gradually and maintain consistency. The second key: smart eating. The Mediterranean diet is our great ally, reducing the risk of dementia by 30 to 50%. Include fatty fish, extra virgin olive oil, nuts, leafy greens, and berries. Avoid ultra-processed foods. US studies show their association with cognitive decline. Essential nutrients include vitamin B12, vitamin D, omega-3s, and magnesium. If there is a deficiency, supplementation may be beneficial. But remember, it's always best to get these nutrients from your food. The third key: exercise your brain. Your brain needs constant challenges: card games, crossword puzzles, Sudoku, learning a new language, or a musical instrument. All these activities create new neural connections. Computerized cognitive training also shows promising results, especially when combined with physical exercise. An important tip: vary your activities. It's not enough to do the same thing over and over. Challenge yourself with new and progressively more complex activities. The fourth key: restorative sleep. Sleep is when your brain cleans itself. During deep sleep, specific brainwaves remove accumulated toxins, including the proteins associated with Alzheimer's. Sleep fragmentation increases the risk of dementia by up to 3 times. My recommendations: 7 to 8 hours of sleep per night, a regular routine, and a dark, quiet environment. If you have sleep problems, seek treatment. Untreated sleep apnea accelerates cognitive decline. The fifth key: social connection. Social isolation is as harmful as smoking. Socially active people have a 50% lower risk of developing dementia. Join clubs, volunteer, and stay in touch with family and friends. Even regular video calls make a difference. The sixth key, control of vascular factors. Taking care of your heart is taking care of your brain. Strictly control blood pressure, target below 130/80 mmHg. Diabetes, HbA1c below 7%. High cholesterol, obesity, especially in midlife. Stop smoking. It doubles the risk of dementia. Limit alcohol and treat depression properly. Revolutionary advances in medicine. We are living through a revolution in the treatment of dementia. New drugs like lecanemab and donanemab have been approved and can slow cognitive decline by 27 to 35%. Although they still have limitations, they represent real hope for those who develop the disease. Blood biomarkers are revolutionizing early diagnosis. Non-pharmacological therapies such as music therapy, cognitive stimulation, and occupational therapy show significant benefits. Assistive technology, including companion robots and cognitive training apps, is becoming part of care. The fundamental role of the family members are our essential partners. The primary caregiver, often a spouse or a daughter, takes on full responsibility but needs support. It is crucial to divide responsibilities among family members, maintain respectful and direct communication with the older adult, establish regular routines, seek support groups and professional guidance. Remember, caregivers also need care. Caregiver burnout compromises the quality of care provided. Resources available in the US Medicare and Medicaid offer coverage for dementia care, including medications and multidisciplinary support. The National Alzheimer's Project Act, NAPA, aims to coordinate research and services across federal agencies, ensuring rights and improving access to care. Organizations like the Alzheimer's Association provide invaluable support for families. Specialized reference centers across the country offer expert care. Adaptations for safety and independence. Adapt the home environment, install grab bars in the bathroom, ensure adequate lighting, use non-slip flooring, and secure furniture. Remember that most falls occur inside the home, and falls are a leading cause of fatal and non-fatal injuries among older adults. For those who already have dementia, simplify the environment, use clear labeling, organize medications, and ensure the person carries identification in case of disorientation. The most important message. The invisible key to memory after 60 is actually a set of keys that work in synergy. Regular physical exercise, a healthy diet, cognitive stimulation, adequate sleep, social connection, vascular control, and regular medical follow-up. Don't wait for symptoms to appear before you act. The sooner we start these practices, the greater the protection will be. And even if there are already signs of decline, it is never too late to make a difference. Remember, you are not alone on this journey. As your doctor, I will always be here to guide you, along with a multidisciplinary team dedicated to your care. Medicine is advancing rapidly, and there are real reasons for optimism. Healthy aging is possible. With the right keys in hand, you can maintain the independence, quality of life, and dignity you deserve. Let's work together to protect what is most precious, your memories, your identity, and your autonomy. Take good care of yourselves, stay active, and never hesitate to seek help when needed. Prevention is always the best medicine.